Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I have another vlog for you guys. So I went to Mexico. That's where I've been. I was gone for 2 weeks, right after Christmas on the 26th through the 9th, and it was a lot of fun, but I did a terrible job of filming. I know. I went to surprise everybody and nobody knew that I was going except for my mom, and everybody was there. So I was there spending time with my family, so I would get sidetracked and I would forget to film, and I was just enjoying the moment. So there's that, but I am here to add context to all the clips. We went to a lot of jaripeos and bailes, which is dances, band, rodeo, the whole 9 yards. So that's what you're gonna see here in a second. You're gonna see the rodeos that we went to. I'm not gonna lie, the first one was kind of trash. I mean, nothing exciting really happened, but the band, we went to see Los Indomables. I was able to see them twice while I was down there, which was pretty cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. One of our traditions is el día 6 is el día de los Reyes Magos. So King's Day, 3 Kings. I went with my dad, my sister, my grandma, and my uncle, and then we met my cousins down there. It was really fun to go to. We went to church first, and then we walked around, we ate, we had a good time, and they have this big festival carnival thing where like they have booths where you can play games, food, just like a bunch of stuff. We came back home, we went back to the spot, and then they had another rodeo and a dance, and that rodeo was so much better. Like, you'll see all the bulls and everything. It was crazy.
Trabajando como gente grande, la sacudida es poderosa, el gigante no se cae, de nuevo la escuela, ahí se dio lo bonito, era más que martillazo, pero finalmente ¡vamos, primito! ¡Ándale pues!
So we also went to a place called Rio Verde, San Luis Potosí. Rio Verde is just a town where you do a lot of shopping. We have to go there to run errands and stuff all the time because like that's where a bunch of stores are, and booths and things where you can buy stuff. And we ate and we just did shopping, we ran errands, we had just a lot of fun. And then later that same day, so my cousin has a motorcycle. We were like literally at the house. We were like at the gate. And then I got off on the wrong side of the motorcycle and I burnt my leg and it's still healing. So yeah, that was that day. And lastly, I had to go home. So yeah, so I'm getting coffee at the airport in this cute little cafe and just waiting on the plane. And then we boarded and everything went great. And then I landed in Mexico City. All right, and this was a freaking train wreck, let me tell you. Never in my life did I have to experience this or endure something crazy like this. And let me tell you, I missed one of my flights. So I had 2 layovers, I guess, where I had to change planes twice, right? And Mexico City was my first stop. Well, first off, before the plane even landed, I was nervous because my plane left at 2:05, right? And we were landing and it was like a little after 1 already. And so I went to the front right before they even opened the door, like right before they were going to open the doors. And I told the flight attendant, and I was like, hey, I need to get off this plane because my next one leaves at 2. And she was just like, okay, give me a second. Like, we're about to open the doors. And I was like, okay. And then I get off, and then there's these, like in Mexico City, for some reason, the airport, they take you to, you go on a bus, and then they take you to the airport after you land. There was like 3 buses. And then I tell them, I was like, I have a plane to catch that leaves at 2. And then they were like, yes, this is the terminal that you need to go to, take that bus. And like nobody was concerned about my flight. So as soon as the bus took me to the airport, the woman scanned my thing and she said, okay, gate 61. She told me how to get there. And every time I got to a certain stop, like point, and there was people, I was just like, okay, am I going the right way? How do I get to my gate? So people tell me, oh, gate 61, it's this way, it's that way, go this way. And then I get there right maybe like 10 minutes before. So I get there at like 1:55. And they weren't boarding or anything, so people were just sitting and waiting. And then I sat for a minute and I was like, wait, this is weird. We should be boarding our plane if it leaves like in 10 minutes, right? So then I go up, and I think it was like another flight attendant or something that was waiting there to like go into the next plane. I don't know. I was like, am I at the right one? And she was just like, this plane has already left. This plane left at 1:40. But I was confused because I was like, my flight doesn't leave until 2:05. And then she was just like, you have to stand in line and talk to this guy. Stood in line, and then the guy in front of me, something was wrong happened to him too. So he was waiting and waiting and waiting. And so I was like waiting for him to finish, and he finally finished. And then by the time I got to the man, I had realized that they told me that the wrong gate. My gate was supposed to be at, it was gate 58, and they told me gate 61. So then by the time that I had waited, my flight actually did leave in that amount of time. I think, I don't know, this is what I assume. And so I go to the guy, and he was just like, they changed your flight, but it's not pulling up on my system, so you're gonna have to go to this information desk that's over around the corner. So I go to the desk or whatever. There was 2 women there. They were very nice, very helpful. They gave me 2 options basically. She said, you can go to Cancun at 9 tonight. 9:30 is when the flight leaves, and then like something in the morning, like maybe like 10:30 in the morning, you can leave from Cancun to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta to my final destination, North Carolina. And I was like, and that was gonna be like 2 days of being on a plane. I was like, no, I can't, no. Like she was like, your second option is to stay here for 2 days because that's the next time we can have a flight to go to Atlanta. And I was just like, but my flight was changed to this one at gate 61 that leaves at 3:30. Why can't I get on that one that they changed it to? And she was just like, that one is full. It wasn't her fault. So then I was freaking out. I called my boyfriend, and then he was just like, call your dad, see if they can come pick you up at Mexico City or do something. Like, I don't know what's going on. Fine, I will call my dad. I called my dad. He was just like, they can't do that to you. He was just like, you have to find a supervisor to talk to so they can get you on that flight because that's not okay for them to do that. I was like, okay. I went back to the information desk. I was very overwhelmed. I asked her to speak to a supervisor, and she said, okay, you're gonna have to go to this spot. So I was flying internationally, so there was like Aeromexico and Delta. She told me to go to this spot, and then I went and I was like, I needed to talk to a Delta supervisor, and they were like, this is Aeromexico, you need to talk to the Delta one. I was like, well, okay, where's the Delta one? And they're like, oh, it's this way. So I go to the Delta one, right? I don't even think I made it to like a supervisor. It was like an employee. And she's like, what do you need? And I told her my whole situation. She's like, they didn't change it for today. They changed it for tomorrow. And I was like, no. I was like, they changed my flight without my permission. And they didn't notify me. So now I need to get on this flight. And then she was just like, okay, let me call the plane and see if they have room for you. So she calls them, and they do. And so she gets all my information. So it's just like, and it's a bunch of paperwork. So you have to have like your vaccine card, your passport, your boarding pass, and my driver's license. Like, she needed all of that. And then she like was typing super fast because it was like already past 3. She gave me my new boarding pass, and she was just like, they're gonna hold the gate open for you for 5 minutes. She was like, you need to be there. And so I just start bolting, and then I had to go through the thingy again where they have to check me. And I was stressed out. I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to go. But I made it to the gate, and they were expecting me, so it was wonderful. They were like, let me see your passport, let me see your boarding pass. I was like, here you go. And then I got onto the plane. And I was very stressed out the entire time until I sat down on the plane. And even then I was still anxious. But thank God I was able to make it. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I know I haven't been super consistent with my content, but I will be. I am going to step it up. I'm going to come up with a schedule so like I can actually start uploading on a regular basis. And it's gonna take me a hot second to like get to that point, but I am gonna be working on it, and I am really excited for this year. So I don't know, let me know what you guys want to see in the comments. I really appreciate your guys' feedback, and thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.